Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to our first eyeshadow project pan update ever. I'm pretty excited with this month. I mean, it's not the greatest, but not too bad for a first try. My goal for each of these eyeshadows is to use them at least 50 times or to hit pan, whichever comes first, and from there I'll decide what to do next. My kind of mental goal about halfway through the month I decided was to use them approximately 10 times per month, and that's just kind of a loose goal. I'm not overly worried about it if I hit that exact goal each month, but just kind of as an idea of how much I want to use each shadow a month. I do have 5 eyeshadows just picked out random, but let's go ahead and start with the first update. I have 2 eyeshadows from the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I've got Cayenne and En Fuego. And Cayenne I used a total of 9 times. I kind of used a lot in my everyday kind of makeup. Like it works really pretty for like a shade to kind of blend into the inner crease or to use as a definer shade when I'm not wanting something a little bit too deep. And then I also have the shade En Fuego, which I also use 9 times, and I pretty much use the two kind of interchangeably. En Fuego is a little bit deeper, so if like I would put Cayenne kind of on the outer corner here, and then I would deepen it up with En Fuego if I wanted to use it just to add a little bit more definition, but I'm not wanting to go super like brown or black or super defined, but just gives the eyeshadow a little bit more shape. Next, I've got my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I've got the shade Dust, and I already have a little bit of pan in this shade. I think this is one of those shades that I'm really going to try to hit pan on this year, even if like 50 uses goes by and I haven't hit pan on yet. I might be able to hit it sooner, but I think regardless, like just kind of a mental goal, and of course I am more than willing to change that as I see fit, but I really do think I could hit pan on this shade. I use this a total of 8 times this month. This shade here is really great for all over the lid and inner corner highlight. I can even use it as a highlighter if I wanted to, which I think I did a couple times this month. It would also work great on the brow bone. I haven't been into brow bone highlights lately, so I just haven't really done that, but it's just such a nice like glittery shade with just a slight pink undertone. I absolutely love it. It's actually one of my favorite shades in my entire eyeshadow collection, so I'm super happy to be panning this, but I honestly feel like I can hit pan on this. And then the next eyeshadow I have is from the Marc Jacobs Terrific palette. This palette is, I believe, discontinued. I don't think Marc Jacobs is doing makeup anymore. I don't even know if they're a brand anymore, but I do have the shade. It's the shade Delicious, and it's just this shade right here. Perfect for a crease shade, perfect for an everyday sort of like buff in the crease. Use it to smoke out the lower lash line a little bit. Just a nice transition kind of everyday shade. I use this a total of 8 times this month, and I'm enjoying it. I think I'll really get a lot of use out of this eyeshadow. I potentially could hit pan on it, but as of right now, my goal is to just use it 50 times. And then we've got the next and last eyeshadow in this project, and this eyeshadow, this is gonna be my problematic eyeshadow this year. I can already tell you that right now, and it's from the Line Crime Venus 3 palette. It's the shade Dreamy, and I only use this 4 times. It's just not a shade I reach for. It's not a shade that I feel like complements me really well. I mean, it's fun when I'm wanting a pop of pink. I did do a couple of nice looks out of it, but it's just not something that I think this is gonna be a problem shade. So I will definitely be only using this 50 times. My goal is to at least hit that much, but I only used it 4 times this month, which overall I'd like to get closer to the 10 uses. The rest of the shadows that I use, I'm happy with that, the 8 to 9 times. But 4 uses, I'd like to get it to be at least a little bit closer to 8 or so in the coming months. But I like the eyeshadow. It's not the most flattering on, I feel like, my skin tone, and it's just not a shade I reach for very much. So with that, thank you for watching this video. If you are new here, I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and my goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. If that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button, and if that's not what you're into but you want to stick around, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button. I will also have my Instagram handle linked down below. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.